Should have got gas there. Hey, you. Thanks for joining. This is a trip up north. Headed Gallup, New Mexico to Durango, Colorado. Stream. Oh, yeah, I don't know, like stupid surveys. All right. Hey, Sam. Yeah, it is nice traveling weather. It's actually kind of warm for the time. You know, this is middle of October, late October. Halloween is coming up on us. The area I'm at, it's like a really high elevation, so yeah, it's normally very cold this time of year. Not very cold, but cold. Thanks for joining, y'all. This is a trip from Gallup, New Mexico to Durango, Colorado. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I've driven this road. It's been a long, long time. I think the last time I drove it, it definitely wasn't a divided median. It was like a two-lane road, two-lane highway. Very dangerous. It's even still dangerous. There's no barrier in between opposing lanes. I am getting a buffering from a crosswind, different kind of buffering. blowing me all over the road. Gonna be passing by Shiprock. I made it all the way across Arizona from Kingman this morning. Been driving since about 11 a.m. Yeah, Navajo Nation, exactly. Well, they sure are in fear of the China flu. Everybody masked up in the Walmart. Gosh, the luggage rack's really rattling around. I might try to tighten it up here pretty soon. I hope y'all had a nice day. It's about 3:51 Pacific time. I think it's 4:51 Mountain Standard Time. Or Mountain Daylight Time, sorry. We're still in Daylight Savings Time until November 6th. Well, Audrey, that's kind of true, yeah, but mainly because when you look at the history of the Navajos, they're very dependent on the federal government. So they, all of their government and leadership, I guess you're not really leaders, they're representatives in Navajo government are all dependent on, federal support. So they go right along with the federal rhetoric. It's not really the people. The people are innocent, just the fear has been instilled effectively on them, just like the Chinese. My dad and I had talked extensively about that over the years. he went to school down here, and my mom grew up around here. These guys are going pretty fast. The speed limit's only 55, but man, you can't push it through here. Those cops will pull you over. Don't mess around. I don't F around. Ah, shit. Stupid, I think it's buffering. Can you hear me still? Okay. Yeah, my hotspot is the one that's buffering going out. How do we go about educating the different tribes? That's a good question. It's really hard because there's certain tribes that are different. Well, we'll take another example. Was it the Coconino tribe down south where Anthony Aguero has been streaming the border and that hole in the border with where the shipping containers are? Well, the Arizona governor put those shipping containers there, and then the federal government, some kind of board of national national parks or national lands supervisors told them, hey, you can't do that, that's illegal, you got to take those shipping containers out of there. They weren't doing any good anyway, but there's like some big legal battle going on, and the Cocoa Pie tribe is just going right along with it, right along with the federal government. And that's kind of angering too. See, the Indians have always been very liberal. And my family is pretty much, my mom's side of the family, that's the way they all are. And I ran into them again. I don't really associate with them, but there was like a memorial for someone who died last year, and so I went there, and sure enough, all that side of the family, they were all, scared, wearing masks, worried about stuff. And then the other side of the family was just like, kind of looking at them funny. Granted, it's a free country, do what you want, but knowing what we know now, there's no reason to be fearful. But yeah, so that's the opposite side of the family. They've been like that since I can remember growing up. And they don't agree with our values. My dad and myself always have conflicting values with them about government and federal programs, things like that. And I remember my aunt, she was always very liberal with me and her attitudes, and I didn't like it. I used to always argue with her about things. And, of course, they don't like guns, and me and my dad, we were always hunting, and we have guns, and it's just, that's when I was at an early age, didn't like liberalism. So how do we, educate the tribes? Well, I don't know. I mean, do they want to know? I mean, are they happy being the way they are? Look at it this way. These people are under control as much as almost any other people can be under control. And people have looked down upon it over the past, century, with the Indians on the reservations. Like, why do they stay there? Why do they not leave the reservation where life is better? And, but they stay because they're all receiving federal assistance. Even if they have jobs, they're still receiving federal assistance, and they live in these shacks and shanties and houses that are not maintained and torn down. And that's a classic case of where, basically Social Security and government taking care of people doesn't work. This place would be thriving. There'd be industry and trade. These would be like hubs of modern cities and examples of modern living, right? They're not. It's an example of a third world country when you go to these reservations. Not all of them are like that. I mean, my mom's tribe out of Oklahoma, they're very progressive in terms of what they do with their money and their casino money and all their other. So they take care of the people. I guess they do it right. And whereas the Navajo Nation kind of doesn't do it right at all. And my dad's tribe up in Nevada, they don't do it right at all either. Yeah. That's my tribe up there, up north in Nevada. My tribe is the Western Shoshone, out of Battle Mountain, Nevada. So much for a nice, easygoing stream. I mean, there's no cell service through here, so it's going to be really patchy. Sorry. Yeah, Chris, that's cool. Oh yeah, Tomoke Band, that's right. I think there's only I haven't found out. Years ago, in 90, there was only 800 of us. So, I don't know how many there are now, whether there's more or less. Well, that bugs me. Stupid luggage rack. Maybe I overloaded it. This stupid truck, he keeps speeding up. No, not another 4 a.m. drive. I gotta get there, get to my sister's by, I don't know, like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna spend the day with her and her kids. And then I'll leave Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. Wow, 3 cars. Towing 2 cars. Guess that's legal here. Boy, it's really buffering. Sorry, folks. Is it better over this hill? Maybe it's a little better now. Hey, it was a good visit with Mom and Dad. Yeah, we had a good dinner. So it's sad leaving them. Definitely happy to get out of California. So happy. I never liked this country around here. So barren. But now I'm looking off to the left. There's a plateau up there with a lot of cedar trees. And looking up there, I mean, I wouldn't mind living up there. Yeah, when I got a little more to talk about running around here. Like I'll tell a story, but it'll get interrupted. I remember when I was little, my aunt and uncle lived back there at that El Paso pumping station. So one time my parents left me with them, and then we were there. I was there for a couple of days, and they had to go down south into Gallup, New Mexico. So I rode with them, and I remember sitting in my uncle's truck, and he was driving. This used to be a 2-lane road, right? One, just 2 lanes, north and south. Ah, shit. It's frozen again. But it had just barely rained, and there was these ruts in the road, and my uncle's sitting there drinking a beer, hauling ass down the road, and the truck is like hydroplaning, and it's really just like jerking us around. Boom, 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 boom. He was crazy. Oh, they're doing the J6 Vigil. Yeah, I don't mind. Not at all. That's more important. I just thought it'd be nice. Yeah, stream back and forth, and I mean, if you want to flip back and forth, that's fine. This is just a drive I haven't been on in years. And it's very desolate out on these roads. Remember, this used to be a nice gas station at the top of this hill. If it's not shady and run down, I'm gonna run in there and go to the bathroom. Oh yeah, it's out of business. Oh wait, that's not a gas station, it's a school, sorry. I swear there used to be a gas station right there. Whoa, shit. You gotta watch out for those tumbleweeds. Some of them, if you hit them, they'll like put a hole in your radiator. They can tear up the bottom of your car. I think I hit one a couple of years ago driving back to California, and yeah, it did a number. It scratched up the paint on the bumper, and I think it tore off like one of those stupid little plastic coverings on the back. There's these plastic covers on the lower control arm underneath the rear tires. Yeah, and tore off one of them. Oh shit. What's this guy doing? Oh yeah, Northern Neck Jail. I saw that one for the first time. Was it Saturday? Wow. So theirs has the same, or not the same, has conditions that are bad too, just like DC jail, huh? That's not good. I gave a little bit of money to that forashley.com website, and I sent that out to my friends. One of my friends asked if he could, how to help, so I forwarded him that link. There's an actual hogan there. You don't see many of those anymore. People building the traditional hogan house. think there it is. There's shiprock coming up over the horizon. What's Yomba? I've never heard of that. Yeah, speaking of reservations and Indians, my dad's half brother was a chairman of the tribe of Goshoot Indians out west of Salt Lake City, and he was pretty headstrong. In fact, he argued with Governor Levitt of Utah. He didn't like, being controlled by the state or the federal government. So he was a very persnickety chairman for the tribe. And he tried to do a lot of good for the tribe. He had a lot of opposition. He passed away about 10 years ago. No, not that long ago. Like 3 years ago. What's this gas station? Sinclair, huh? Sinclair, did you see that gas station? Had the windows all barred up. Kind of looked like felony liquor. If you know what I'm talking about. I asked my sister to give me the address there. I sent her that short clip from the Terminator. Remember when the Terminator calls back at that motel where Sarah Connor called from to call her mom, and the Terminator used her mom's voice to trick her, and then so she gave him the name of the motel, and so he hangs up the phone and calls right back and goes, Tiki Motel, and he goes, give me address there. That's the one I sent to my sister. She hasn't answered back. It's like, come on, lady, get with the program. Boy, I could sure use some new shocks. This thing's been bottoming out like crazy. I was gonna do it before the drive, but I've been talking to some people, and it's like, you know what I should do is when I take this car to Florida, sell it and buy a car there. That way I don't have to pay the transfer tax, which is going to be, he said somewhere it's going to be like $600-700. So that's definitely an incentive to get rid of the car rather than transfer the title, or transfer the registration. So that's why I didn't get any new shocks. It needs it, and I've been wanting to do it. It's a nice to have, not really a need to have. Clouds are gonna make a good sunset. Really? That'll be nice. The thing about it is, where my sister lives, she kind of lives in the bowl, down in the, it's not a canyon, it's not a valley, it's kind of just I don't know, down in the bottom, under the bluffs. And so, she can't really see the sunset or the sunrises, unless you go up on top of the bluffs, or climb a mountain, then you'd be able to see them. I haven't been to Durango that much. I was there for her. I've been through there once or twice, and I went to her graduation. Another story is my mom and dad took a trip by themselves down here when I was like 3 or 4 years old. 4 years old. And they were driving this little tiny white Ford Escort, and it was a station wagon. And they came just past like one of these valleys. They're headed south. And somebody shot at them, and it put a hole in the rear door. So they said it was, by divine intervention, that me and my sister weren't in the car with them. If they would have taken us both, well, one of us might have got hit by that bullet. They found the bullet. It was in the back seat. Can't tell if it's doing anything, It seems like the stream's still active, so. Oh, shoot. I'll keep talking. Gas crazy coming up on me like a bat out of hell. Colorado, of course. Colorado drivers are pretty bad, like California drivers, because they're always smoking weed. Whoa, Day of Pentecost, Inc. United Pentecostal Church. I love it when Sid does his sermons Pentecost style. Maybe that's not Shiprock. Maybe Shiprock's still coming up. See how long it's been. Time I try to straighten the camera, get battered around by the road. Here's that gas station. Yeah, I gotta gas up. Oh man, heading around and back. Out on the res, that's where everywhere you go, cattle guards galore. Cattle guards everywhere. Be right back. Was Mr. G say, all right, everybody, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Still no signal. Got $4.39 for Supreme. Is that a good price? $4.39 a gallon. Yeah. All right, get out of here before I get blocked in. Always got to be careful around a bus. All right. You don't need a mask. What you need is water. Pure water. Oh, fuck. They need a light here. They really need a light here. Son of a bitch. Everybody's turning left. This guy's kind enough to let me go. Thank you, kind sir. Appreciate that. Hotspot's got Wi-Fi. Let's see if it works. Is it working? Doesn't appear to be working. It's better. It's Butter King. It's Butter King. I can't see. Is there anybody watching? Yes, that guy's taking a picture of it, and I think that's shiprock. Look at those bluffs. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Now I see shiprock up to the left, way up there. This isn't as pretty as Monument Valley, but it's pretty nice. Fuck, I hate Mercedes. When it goes above the speed limit on cruise, it applies the brake, and I think that's just totally ridiculous. I don't want to apply the brake. I just want to coast, you know. Hey, looks like the chat's back. Yeah, it's so, Kelly, forgive if you're watching. It's just so frustrating listening to the people who criticize the people in J6, and they're just so nonchalant. Well, they shouldn't have been there causing insurrection. It's like, no, that's not an insurrection to protest an act that you feel is unjust and illegal. Nothing wrong with that at all. And to say that those people were committing illegal acts is wrong. Most of them were just there. Most of them got invited in. The doors were opened. They didn't open them. They didn't break in. It's just so nuts. What the people making the rhetoric in mainstream media have done to twist it around. And these idiots, these sheep, they just believe it. Lori Lumi, is that 348 for regular or premium? Hey guys, I get so confused with some of the acronyms that are getting floated around, like MTG. I'm pretty sure I know who that is and what she's about. But then again, depending on what you're listening to, whether you're listening to liberal media or conservative critics, they have different, they talk about it like you would think that they were two different people. Off to the right, there's I think you call that like an incline where the the land, the layers of the earth have been broken and then thrust up in an angle. You can see that off to the right hand side. Very dramatic. So this is a desolate road if there ever was one. Aha. Ah, yeah, my my shocks. Needs new shocks. My BMW never had these types of problems, and missed his turn. Turned around. Yep. Hey, thanks for sticking with it. I really appreciate it. It's interesting country, right? You know. Ah. Alrighty, hey, welcome back. Let's see if I can read that comment on my other phone. Come on. So I still can't read it on that phone. When I try to read the comments here, I know, I'm really buffering, so thanks. Hey, welcome, Angela Brewster. Yeah, I've been buffering. It's been buffering like crazy. Might get a little better. I'm coming into Shiprock right now. tell that, you can pretty much tell all that's government housing. Just a couple of steps up from trailers, you know. But people gotta live somewhere. Man, look, they still use that old bridge. God damn you. Could be mine. Some of those have really good food, you know, Navajo tacos and things like that. Soups. So I guess that truck, he probably was going to turn left. He's like, oh my God, I need something to eat. So he swung over to the right side. I was looking at that billboard earlier on the other side of the reservation. 60 gigabytes for a hotspot. That's a pretty good chunk of data. ACP Cellular One. I'm gonna check that out in Florida, see if they have service there. Because I was researching hotspots. I research them from time to time. You can only get what maximum 50 gigs of data from my hotspot, and it's a lot. It's like $60 a month, or $49.50. Or I might have that wrong. It might be 25 gigs for $50. That's not cheap. When I get my LLC up and running, I'm definitely going to switch over to an AT&T business plan. Supposedly you get a lot more data for a lot better price. The way my mom explains it, this is the way the old Navajo Nation used to be, like this. You know, communities that were built on farming, and there's trees everywhere, and plants, foliage. But most of these places here, the old houses, the old farmhouses, you can see they're on, they're tiny houses. Well, they're all abandoned or run down. And instead, people choose to live on these manufactured homes. And they don't have any trees around them, or they're not built with any kind of a style. They're just boxes. Whereas all these old houses with character and that were built with purpose, nobody lives them in anymore. They've outlived their usefulness, I guess. Last time I came through here, it was dark. I couldn't see. So I'm all looking around and looking at stuff. See, that house was built out of sandstone blocks. But it looks like it's abandoned. That one too, right there. That one's definitely abandoned. That house will stay there for what? As long as the roof doesn't cave in, it'll stay there for another 100 years. I like the flags on that one, that farmhouse. Yeah, going through the Navajo Nation, I didn't see a lot of United States flags flying around. Not a lot of patriotism here, from what I saw. That's farmable land down below, and it's not being used. Looks like it hadn't been used for a long time. Definitely down there, up to the right. Some little farms. Nothing growing. Houses long abandoned. People still living in that old 70s trailer, though. They keep those in service, those old-ass trailers. Oh, leaving the Navajo Nation. I think now we're in New Mexico. They always put Dollar General and Family Dollar right next to each other. Farmington, New Mexico. I grew up near the town of Farmington, Utah. A lot of old horse trailers back there. Bet you could find yourself a deal. Looks like my old truck right there. well, it's 8:15 in DC, so they should be doing the Pledge of Allegiance, or I'm sorry, singing the Star Spangled Banner in 40 minutes. Honkers. That's fun watching geese fly in a flight. What do they call that? A gaggle, and they're all honking to each other back and forth, loud. There's a lot of decorated houses through here. Festive people. Look at that corn. truck for sale. Used to be a Butte back in its day. There we go. See again, Family Dollar to the right, Dollar Tree to the left. It's interesting, a crafter van. It's the same as a Mercedes Sprinter. I wonder if it's cheaper. I gotta get by this guy. I don't mind relaxing, but this guy's going too slow. Yeah, I remember the old days growing up. Whenever we'd get out of the reservation, like here, like Gallup, you could buy fireworks there on outside of the reservation. We'd bring them back onto the reservation, which is illegal. Well, they all had junk. Hour away. The sun is setting. You can just see it on the top of the treetops. Or no, those are actually trees that are turning. It's very pretty. Jeez. The Coco Propelli Cafe. Jeez. I'm driving like a bat out of hell to get this guy off my ass. Oh, now he slows down. Jerk. All those mobile homes for sale. They're all used and they're all old. Oh shit, am I supposed to turn? Yeah, I'm supposed to turn left here. What do we got? How many people watching? I think it's only like 3. Get my glasses. Yeah, 3 watching. Okay, so if you the sun's going down, there's not much to see. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down, and I may stream when I resume my trip down to Florida. We'll see. So the 3 of you, if you're listening, have a good evening and God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.